Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. This is the Kickstart video. In the Kickstart video, I take a look at three of the major currency pairs: the euro versus US dollar, dollar versus yen, and sterling versus US dollar from a technical perspective. So let's get started. Let's say take a look at the 4-hour chart here. In trading last week, the price fell sharply, helped by the employment report on Friday, which came in stronger than expected, sending another leg to the downside here, but Monday and Tuesday and into Wednesday, the price had done a pretty good job moving lower already, and that move to the downside did take the price below this swing area through here, where we had a number of different swing lows and swing highs going back to this period right here. You didn't even go back here, and then we started to use this level as a base before moving to the upside. We came down to that level on Thursday and Friday. We broke through the level, also broke through the 50% retracement of this move to the upside. That increased the bearish bias, and this area right through here is now going to be resistance into the new trading week, as long as the price can remain below the 50% retracement up to 1.10145. The bias remains to the downside for this pair. Now, on the downside, there is some decent support that the market is paying attention to. That area comes between this level right here, or this area right through here, which is between 1.09419 and 1.0949. You can see the number of different times the price has kind of come down to or use that level either as resistance or support. And the last time the market used that level as support was right here until Friday, when the price came right down to the high of that swing area. Found support buyers and moved a little bit higher in trading here today. We've seen up and down price action here in the euro versus US dollar. We are trading near the highs and just made a new high in the current hourly bar for this currency pair. So some of the sellers are turning into little buyers, but once again, watch this 50% retracement up to 1.1045 in trading this week. That's going to be the key resistance level to eye on any sort of rebound to the upside. Just taking a quick look at the hourly chart to see where we are in regard to the 100-hour moving average. Here it is coming down at 1.10276. Remember, here's our swing area right through here. So it's moving back down toward that 50%, toward this swing area that we saw on the 4-hour chart. So that may also come into play for the euro versus US dollar as we move as time ticks by, and the price may correct higher toward that moving average, toward those other key technical levels. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen, and again we'll focus on the 4-hour chart here. And in trading last week, like the euro versus US dollar, we saw the dollar get stronger versus the yen, and in the process on Friday we broke above the 38.2% retracement of this move down from the I guess that's the July high to the low price that we saw in the month of September. That level comes in at 148 and 116, and we are back down testing that 38.2% retracement after moving up and looking to test this high price going back to the month of August, which came in at 149.356. So the price sniffed it up here in the early Asian session, but rotated back to the downside. We are moving, as you can see, at 148.04 below the 38.2% retracement. So that may lead to some further deterioration, but this area right through here near the 147.30 level is going to be a key support, similar to what we saw in the euro versus US dollar, where we have a number of different swing highs coming in play here, forming a nice little ceiling here. We broke above that ceiling on Friday's trade. So if we do see further deterioration here in the price, beware of the 147.33 area down as a support. That's going to be a key, not only today but going forward. So be aware, be prepared. If we do bounce up and we do, let's say move within this area right through here and then bounce back above the 38.2% retracement, look for the buyers to return and make a run toward the 149.356 level. And finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. Again, we'll look at the 4-hour chart. And what we saw on Friday was a move to the downside, but a snapback move higher and then back to the downside into the close and trading here today. We are seeing a rotation to lower, but the 50% midpoint of the last move to the upside is seeming to find some early buyers against that level at 1.30488. That'll be a level that we need to get below. It was a low right here. It was a high right here as well, and near a high right here. So it has some history going back in time that will make it a tough nut to crack, or a level that buyers can lean against, those dip buyers can lean against. And so far they have it in the early way right here. But so be aware of that level, 1.30488. On the top side, this level at 1.3086 is modest level of support. It comes from a low right here, and early buyers right through here. And then we'll look up toward this area right here between 131.14 and 131.44 inclusive. Within that level is the broken 38.2% retracement at 1.31396. So there you have it, the Kickstart video for October 7, 2024. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.